Hello, welcome back to Money Talks. In case you're new here, my name's Ian. If you've been a subscriber for any amount of time, you probably know I'm a really big fan of the Public Stock Trading app. I use this app instead of Robinhood, Webull, or M1 Finance because it doesn't have any of those unnecessary features such as a debit card or margin trading or any unnecessary fluff. Its mission is just to provide a clean and simple brokerage app for beginner investors like you and I. If you're new to Public, make sure to go watch the video I made reviewing it a few months ago. I would start with that video before you get any further along with this one. Just go click up here to go watch it. So in this video, I'm going to do a shout out for the people that signed up using my referral link down in the description if you want to join. I'm going to review my top 10 equity holdings. Then we're going to take a dive into the dividends that I've received over the past few months. Then look at the appreciation that I've witnessed of some of the equities that I'm holding in my account. And finally, make sure to stick around for this. We're going to go through all the new features of the Public app. Most of these new features came out within the past month or so. I'm also going to talk about a feature that really needs to be implemented in order to make this a standout stock brokerage app. So first and foremost, thank you so much to everybody that signed up using my referral link. Robert at Teslaquila, EJ at Unexpect, Bryce at Don BB, Manuel at Mancio, Daniel at Daniel Khan, Didjo at Ace Boogie 617, Dre at AHunter1118, and finally Creed at Lincoln. In total, you guys helped me buy $57 of stocks. I hope your portfolio journey with Public is just as exciting and lucrative as mine has been. Every time someone uses my link, you get a slice of a stock, which is Public's way, that's basically their name for a fractional share. And then you get to choose a slice out of a selection of about 9 companies. Typically it's Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Google. A lot of big tech companies are available. There's also Alibaba, Johnson & Johnson, random big companies that you can select. So if you're interested in using Public, make sure to go down to the link and sign up using that. We both win that way. You get a free stock slice and I get a free stock slice. In case you're curious, I've bought several slices of Amazon, Facebook, Netflix, and Google. So thank you very much for your help. So I've been using the Public app for about 6 months now, and as you can tell, I've been very happy with it. I'm using Public to build a buy and hold stock portfolio in order to develop some dividend income to supplement my retirement. Before we get too far, remember that I'm not a CPA or a financial advisor in any measure. I'm just a 30-year-old with a job trying to make money. So just keep that in mind. Make sure to do your own research. So let's get started. My cost basis, which is basically the amount of money that I've put into the app, is $1,740. Right now, my portfolio sits at about $2,700. So in total, I have 77 stocks in my portfolio. The biggest holding I have is Tesla, where I have 6/10 of a share, which equates to approximately $842 at the time of this recording. Now, if you go all the way down to the bottom of my portfolio, you'll find I have 16 shares of Tops Ships, which in total is worth about $1.75. So I have a very broad range in my portfolio. I have 6/10 of a share of Tesla up there at the top, and then my lowest holding is Tops Ships. And you can imagine there's everything in between there. So my top 10 holdings are Tesla, Delta Airlines, Decal New Energy, Plug Power, Ballard Power Systems, Simon Property Group, Nikola, Brookfield Renewable Partners, Canadian Solar, and Vivint Solar. These 10 stocks represent about half of my portfolio. Let me know what you think of my top 10 holdings in the comments below. Am I too heavy in the renewable energy sector? What do you think about some of these stocks? I know Nikola's kind of crazy right now. I managed to buy that one on the dip that just happened a few days ago for about $45. Let me know what you think about these stocks. Let's take a look at our dividends here. Over the past few months, I've gotten several dividend payouts, which I could not have done without the loyal support of my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. If you aren't subscribed, go down there and hit the red subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra ballsy, you can hit that cowbell too, that notification cowbell. So back to dividends. The most recent dividend I received was from Solar Capital, SLRC. The dividend I received from them was 41 cents, and I think that's for 1 or 2 shares. I can't remember off the top. In total, over the past few months, I've received a few dozen dividend payouts totaling $2.80. Most of these dividends are from yieldcos such as Brookfield Renewable Partners, Atlantica Yield, Terraform Power, and Hannon Armstrong Sustainable Infrastructure. As you can tell, I'm not really dividend investing at this point, but I plan to transition my portfolio in that direction as the years go on. In a second, we're going to look at the appreciation of my portfolio. But first, if you already have a Robinhood or Webull account and got your free stock from them, I want to invite you to come join me on Public and use my referral link down below so we can both get a free stock slice. All right, so appreciation. My portfolio has appreciated from the cost basis that I mentioned, $1,740 to $2,700 in the past few months. That's an appreciation of roughly 55%. Now, I'm sure many people have been getting similar numbers just because of the nature of the market right now. I've been making regular deposits, so this wasn't all at one time. This was spread out between several deposits between $50 and $250 at a time. Unfortunately, Public is missing a very critical feature that would make investing with them a lot easier. So stick around, I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. But first, we're going to go into the new app updates. So first off, one thing that has never changed with Public is its very generous referral program. Go down to the description and click the link to sign up for your free Public account and get a free stock slice worth up to $7. Okay, now let's get to the actual updates. So the first update is that Public has added a group chat feature. So you can form a group with your friends that are on Public, which is pretty important because Public has a very social atmosphere to it. So it's natural that they would introduce a group chat feature. All you have to do is navigate to the pointy icon on the bottom of the screen to access your groups or start a new group. Similar to the groups feature is that Public has added a direct messaging feature. Within the same screen that you access your groups is where you can find your chats. You can start a new group or chat just by clicking the icon in the top right. Another new feature is DRIP, which stands for Dividend Reinvestment Program. This allows you to instruct Public to reinvest your dividends into the stock that provided the dividend. This can be toggled off very easily. Just go down to your settings and you can either tell Public to save your dividends or reinvest them. Next update. Public introduced the long-term portfolio feature a few weeks ago. It allows users to group stocks based on either a standard portfolio classification or a long-term portfolio classification. This doesn't change anything about your portfolio. It just helps you organize your stocks. This is a really great feature for me because I know there's stocks that I want to hold on for the long run, and I want to make sure those are classified differently than the rest of my portfolio. So it's nice to have those long-term stocks separated from the ones I might not keep that long. Remember that long-term plays are ideal because you can avoid the short-term capital gains tax once you hold a stock for more than a year. Stocks bought and sold within a year, specifically within 365 days of buying and selling, will incur a short-term capital gains tax liability, which is taxed at your ordinary income rate. Whereas long-term capital gains taxes, for the vast majority, are 15%. If you look at the US federal income tax brackets, you'll notice that you're probably in a higher tax bracket than 15%. So it's always a good idea to hold stocks for the long run. Next up, Public has introduced a new warning system for risky stocks. Stocks that are considered risky by various measures will have a warning right under the share price. As you can see, Orion Energy Systems has a low market cap warning. One of the reasons Public introduced this feature was because so many people were investing in Hertz, which has been on a wild ride for the past few months due to its bankruptcy filing. As you can see here, Hertz has a bankruptcy alert. I believe this is one feature that Robinhood has not introduced that I think is really helpful for new investors. As I mentioned earlier, there's one really important feature that Public is missing, and that is automatic deposits or auto refill, some kind of automatic re-up, where, for example, I would get $100 a month pulled from my bank account into Public, and then that would be my investing budget for the month. This would make my life so much easier if I was just allotted $100 to play around with in the Public app. It would make budgeting easier because I would know that the transaction's coming, so I could integrate it into my budget, and it would just allow me to not have to think about transferring money into the app because it would be automatic. If you use the Public app, let me know what you think about that. Leave a comment down below. And Public, if you're seeing this, if you're watching this, the people have spoken. So those are all the new features of the Public stock trading app. Don't forget also, Public does commission-free trades. There are no monthly fees. Public is absolutely certifiably 100% free, whether you're buying full shares or stock slices. Don't forget, go down below, sign up for Public using my link, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. This is really important because I've noticed that about 95% of my viewers are not subscribed, so I'd really appreciate it. It would make a lot more sense if you just subscribed.